Okay, so this video is looking at some of the questions for your homework where we're working with multiplying a number that has a decimal in it by factors of 10. So the first problem for the homework is 32 and 5/10, and we're going to multiply that times 10 to the fourth power. Okay, so we know that 10 to the fourth power is equal to 1 with 4 zeros behind it, or 10,000. So 10 to the fourth power is just another way of saying 10,000. So if we're going to multiply 32 and 5/10 times 10,000, the way we work with the decimals is if we're going to multiply it times 10 to the fourth power, we're going to move the decimal 4 places. And we're multiplying, so we need to make the number bigger, so we're going to go back to the right, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then our decimal will be right there. Well, it took one turn to get it behind the 5, but then the other 3 moves, there's nothing there. These are, I call these empty buckets. You got to fill these empty buckets with something. We fill them with zeros. This is a little confusing to look at, so I need to rewrite it without the buckets underneath it. So rewrite the number, and then you can take a look at it and see where the commas go. Okay? So we have 325,000 is what we get when we multiply 32 and 5/10 times 10 to the fourth power. All right, and then let's look at the second one in the homework problem. And the second one is, what if you had 66 hundredths and you wanted to multiply it times 10 to the third power? Well, we're going to do the same thing. It doesn't matter where the decimal is when you start off. Because we're multiplying it times 10 to the third power, we're going to move it 3 places. So we're going to go 1, 2, and 3 to the right because we're multiplying and we need to make the number bigger. So I moved it 3 places. The first 2 places that it went just got us behind the 66. But the third one, we have an empty bucket, so we're going to fill it with a 0. So 66 hundredths times 10 to the third power ends up being 660. Okay? All right, so this is just a step through for the first 2 problems for the homework, and you should be able to solve the rest of the problems following the same pattern. These two